Every year, Paris-based global consulting firm Capgemini published their World Wealth Report. The 2018 edition has just been launched. What does it tell us about private wealth in Africa? Well, I don't know how you feel about wealth rankings and rich lists. The world is full of them. This is an interesting one. It tells us that the old cliche that the rich just keep getting richer is actually true.
Such a depressing.
Private wealth for high net worth individuals has exceeded 70 trillion, and I didn't say that wrong, trillion dollars for the first time. The top 1% have been the biggest earners. Africa is still a fairly small part of this story. There's about 167,000 high net worth individuals in Africa, about 0.5% of this huge amount of money that's sitting there in private hands. What's your reaction to this?
It makes me depressed when I see this, because what it does is rubber stamp in the collective consciousness this pyramid idea that capitalism thrives on, that the rich will keep getting richer and the poor just have to stay where they are. Now, who benefits from seeing these figures? What is the point of creating these rich listing unless, from the perspective of an African who wants some change, more equitable distribution of wealth, you utilize these figures as a way of targeting those individuals and saying, what are you doing to help our motherland? Well, that's what I'm interested in.
I guess it depends on the conclusions you draw, and one of the conclusions is an issue that's long been understood across Africa, which is the need for more inclusive growth. That yes, you can have GDP growth, but what does it matter if the money flows into a small amount of hands? Perhaps this can serve as a reminder for the need for policies that are aimed at actually driving structural reform. Do you see anyone responding positively in that respect? Do you see any evidence that across Africa, governments are taking this need for more inclusive growth seriously?
I think they're being forced to because of pressure of the system that they're working in being so pathetically inefficient, even for them. Now, when the people making profit find it's not as profitable as it used to, that's their stimulus for change. Not so much concern about those below them on the pyramid. So I see no other examples on the African continent that are motivated by the positive inclination of wanting to assist the greater majority. It would be more a reaction to keep the gravy train flowing, in essence, and that's what's going on.
Thank you, Vieswa. You heard it here. The rich do indeed keep getting richer.